I'm Greg Miller from kindafunny.com, and you're listening to Podcast X, Y, and Z.
What's up, my people?
What's up, guys?
Welcome to Podcast X, Y, and Z.
Yo.
The world's number fun video game podcast. I'm Caleb Pearson. To my right, Andrew Matthew.
We out here.
How you doing, sir?
I'm good. What episode number is this?
This is episode number 16.
I lose track, man. 16 is a lot.
We're getting up in the teens, dude. What should we do for episode 20?
Yeah, I don't.
You know what I mean?
That's crazy, man.
We're
turning 20.
I'll get a tattoo of the number 2, and then you just get a big old 0.
And then we on the
and then
show.
we'll always be together.
Yeah.
You know what I mean?
That's what we're doing.
All right, done deal.
Yeah, if we
you heard it here first.
If we get 1,000 subscribers
that's the last you'll ever hear of it.
If we get 1,000 subscribers,
1,000 subs by when?
By episode 20, which will never happen.
All right, okay, deal. 1,000 subs. I'll get a tattoo.
If you guys get us 1,000 subs,
it would literally be a tattoo
of yeah.
And you would have an O. All right. For those of you who don't know, we run Media Interactive, okay? And we have all sorts of fun content coming your way. News, articles, stories, opinions, game reviews. We stream on occasion. But this is our baby, Podcast X, Y, and Z, where we talk about all things Sony, Microsoft, and Nintendo. There's tons of stuff to talk about.
There's a lot, man.
There's a lot happening in the world. Shout out to those that are avoiding Donald Trump's State of the Union address to be with us live.
And if you are watching the State of the Union and listening to us the next day, thanks for listening to our HD audio.
I hope the State of the Union was terrible, and welcome to the fun stuff, right? You know what I mean? Speaking of Patreon.com, Andrew, our homepage, patreon.com/mediainteractive, I want to shout out all of our patrons that are subs for $1 or $3 a month. They are as follows: Josh Crowley, Jonah, Silas, Suzanne Rosser, Jake, Brendan, Jonathan, Alex, Kirby, Ryan, Sam, Zan the Man Xander, George Harry, and shout out to Derek Lyons, our YouTube partner, and Andrew is Roro in the chat.
Roro.
Shout out to Roro. Thank you, Games. I was blessed, honored, and privileged to be on his podcast last week.
Were.
He is the man.
Super awesome.
Find him on all things Twitter, all things YouTube.
Dude, when you list out the patrons, it's like a great song. It's like music to my ears.
Is it? Should I make it a song?
I think you should.
Should we add a tune to it?
Yeah.
That'll never happen. But Andrew, one of those patrons by the name of Sam won our t-shirt contest.
Woo-hoo!
And I don't know if you guys remember the t-shirt. Neither of us are wearing it. But we are mailing him, or we order the shirt.
Yes, it'll be here soon, and we will mail him the shirt ASAP.
He's getting the shirt.
We are giving away t-shirts out here.
ASAP, 5 to 7 business days.
So if you're not a patron, what are you doing?
If you're not a patron, go check patreon.com/mediainteractive, $1 or $3 a month. That's simply it. And you get all the content, including podcast remastered. Andrew,
there's just
talk about TV, movies, music, our faith. We high five.
We do a lot of things.
You know what I mean? All bets are off. We don't high five here. There's only been one high five on this podcast. Do you remember when it was?
Episode. No.
I high-fived myself.
Come on.
You remember that?
Why do you have to bring that up, man? That's a sore spot.
I mean, it's not like you're worthy or anything, but Andrew, let's jump into it, okay?
Let's do it.
There's a lot of side quests, okay?
Let us know. Keep us updated.
If you're watching live in the chat, we have a lot of side quests. Feel free to just throw out a side quest in the chat, and we'll talk about what you want to talk about. But I want to go ahead and jump into the story mission, okay?
Wait, do you know why I'm wearing my shirt?
Because it's what people do.
No.
I don't want you shirtless.
It's gaming related. Kingdom Hearts!
Oh, wow. Okay.
I thought I was like...
No, that's good.
I don't have like a gaming shirt, but now I can.
Should we talk about that? We can throw it in.
We'll get there. But I just wanted to...
It's time for the campaign, Andrew. There are 4 items on the story mission, okay?
Let's get it.
Number 1, and this is massive, okay? I wrote down Xbox Live /Xbox Studios. Okay?
Yeah.
First part of that is Xbox Live, and this has been leaked as part of the Gamers Development Conference prep that's happening for the conference in March. Xbox Live is coming to basically every device ever.
That doesn't make sense to me.
You know what I mean?
That sentence is
It makes no sense, and you'll be comforted to know that after an hour of research, it still makes no sense. It was not worth it.
That is like an inappropriate sentence to say. Xbox Live coming to you on Nintendo Switch.
The picture that's going around is the Nintendo Switch with the Xbox Live logo on it. It looks so weird, but it's like...
Think about if you were in like an Xbox meeting room. And they were like, what should we do? Like, ideas. And one guy was like, let's put Xbox Live on the Switch.
Yeah, Eugene the intern in the corner. Bring it to Nintendo Switch.
They
and then
send him
that's
out.
it.
There
you know what I mean? You're done.
But they were like, Eugene,
and
say it again.
Obviously, this is huge. And no, it does not mean you can play Halo on your Switch tomorrow. Right? It means you have Xbox Live itself as its own entity. Achievements, trophies, profiles, stupid avatars that people pretend to care about. No, I stand by that. You pretend to care. We haven't talked about them in 2 months.
Yeah, but I like
Anyway, they'll be on your Nintendo. They'll be on your iOS device, whatever, as part of, most likely, Project X Cloud, Andrew. You remember when we talked about all that mess?
Yeah.
Basically, this is saying, hey, the future is going to be bright. Right now, it's just slightly weird. You know what I mean?
Jake says, "Is it like the mobile app?" Is it?
That's what's weird about it is it will now be integrated into you're able to do other stuff and effectively like play games.
So like if you're on your phone, you're playing Fortnite, you could get an achievement from your phone on Xbox Live.
I think so. Wow. Yes, I think your gamer tag can travel with you now anywhere.
That's
kind
crazy.
of thing. But he's right. He makes a great point. There is already an app that basically just uses Wi-Fi to go to Xbox.com. If you look at the app, look at the game DVR stuff, it's just Xbox.com mobile.
Right.
It's just a mobile app that's running that URL, actually. It just says you're online on your computer.
Yeah.
This will be, you're able to, somebody could invite you to a party if you're on your phone, and you can join their Xbox. You know, it's very interesting.
Seth says it's a pretty bold marketing move.
It is a bold marketing move, and it's not even a marketing move, though. It's a leak. Like, this is and it's a legitimate leak. It was fully released. They just haven't explained it yet.
Yeah, right.
And so it remains to be seen what that's going to mean. But at first, Andrew, and I kind of talked to you about this, I was worried because the software push on other people's hardware makes me nervous about my own Xbox hardware.
Yeah. And what even is their incentive?
Right. Why do it?
What is their reasoning?
And I think the reason is selflessness, and they care about us, but they're going to get stomped on.
It's just so interesting, man.
You know what I mean?
That is just...
So I was actually worried about it.
Yeah.
But I want to pair it with the Xbox Studios news that came out an hour ago from their Inside Xbox, where we might be the first podcast in the world that gets to talk about this.
Quote us on that.
So
First
when you get all the
breaking
GameSpot
news.
articles, be like, oh wow, this is old news.
Because we
shout
covered
out
it.
to Podcast XYZ. Follow them on Twitter at Interactive XYZ. You know what I mean? But
Do it.
Microsoft Studios no longer exists.
Boom. Breaking news. Microsoft Studios done.
It's done. It's been renamed Xbox Studios.
As doomed as Fallout 76 was.
And I believe Microsoft itself will be getting its own new building and its own new, entity, but the branding around Xbox has doubled down on the console itself.
Yeah.
So now they're going to be publishing their own games. Okay, so I'm going to go ahead and read this. I'll read this out.
Just read it, man.
This is from WindowsCentral.com. Asher Madden, he writes this, and I quote, "At Xbox, we believe when everyone plays, we all win." So I think this is a quote he pulled from the Xbox representative.
Sure.
It's why we're passionate about building a portfolio of games for players across console, PC, and mobile. As we've expanded our focus beyond the console, the Xbox brand has also evolved from its original roots. Today, Xbox is our gaming brand across all devices, no matter how or where you want to play or who you want to play with. In that spirit, I'm pleased to share that we are changing the name of our game development organization from Microsoft Studios to Xbox Game Studios.
Boom.
Xbox Game Studios is made up of 13 distinct development teams responsible for beloved franchises like Forza, Gears of War, Halo, and the likes. The teams at 343, Coalition, etc., Obsidian, Minecraft, all that stuff, are working hard to deliver incredible exclusives, original IPs, and all new chapters from your favorite franchises. 2019 is going to be a great year for Xbox gamers everywhere.
I'm blown.
End quote.
And the best... Dude, this is crazy. This is awesome, man.
Yeah.
This is them doubling down on, hey, console gamers, we haven't forgotten about you in the cloud.
And that's the thing. There's two ways they approach xCloud in my mind. One is the incorrect way, where, hey, it's just a cloud now.
Yeah.
Wherever you are can be your main central hub.
Yeah.
I think that's crap.
Yeah.
What I want to have happen is, hey, buy an Xbox. Here are all the beautiful hardware-related reasons you can have an Xbox.
Yeah.
That's your home Xbox. You can label it as such, your home console. But then, no matter where you go with your handheld devices, you are still connected.
Yeah, that's crazy.
And I think they've bled into that already with the app, with that DVR app that is creepily weird.
It's
like
weird.
It knows you.
Yeah.
I think it recorded a clip before I did one time.
Straight up.
It knew what I was going to record.
Yeah,
it's
straight
insane. But obviously Microsoft pioneers software.
And they're so friendly about it. They're just like, we'll put it on the Switch.
They're like, hey, Sony beat us in hardware, so we're going to beat them everywhere else.
And
I think
Sony's
that's
like,
awesome.
we don't want to.
And Sony's like, no. Well, all Sony employees are like locked in a basement or something.
Yeah,
They're not talking.
We got some thoughts from the chat.
Yeah, let's hear them.
Seth says about the Xbox, the first piece of news. He said when you said it was leaked, he says, was it leaked or leaked? Like, what level of leak do you mean?
Yeah, so it was in a press release.
Yeah.
Sent to a news outlet. But then they redacted the release.
Like Xbox was like, or the...
I believe so.
Okay.
I don't know. Maybe don't quote me on that. But basically, it was in written form in an email or something. And then they were like, hey, what about this? They pressed for further comment. And then they basically like,
no.
But they're not denying it. It's everywhere. You can look it up.
They just don't have it thought out.
IGN hit it first, I think.
Yeah.
And then it went everywhere.
Cool.
So it would have been snipped in the bud, like if it wasn't legit.
Gotcha.
And GDC is coming up, the Gamers Development Conference in San Francisco. It's basically a mini E3.
Dope.
Xbox is obviously going to make their presence known this year in
Yeah,
this spring. So
that's
I think
dope.
that's cool.
Jake says, not relevant, but also the mobile app and I guess the website is the only place to see how many hours you played a game. It doesn't show you on the console.
Yeah, and Jake, you're exactly right. You can find those stats, but it's still gimmicky. And I really hope that they do continue to update, the home screen layout of the Xbox.
It feels like they're always evolving that, which is kind of nice.
Yeah,
like
they
it
definitely
always
do.
kind of change. I looked at there was like a picture, one of those like. Do you know how those challenges like 10 years ago just post a picture that from 10 years ago?
Yeah.
There was one for the
Xbox,
Xbox dashboard,
the
and I was
main
like,
dashboard.
wow,
Yeah.
it actually has come a
Yeah.
long way.
Yeah.
It was pretty clunky when it came out.
Oh, it definitely was.
But anyways, I do think this is like really good news for
I agree.
for
On
gamers
both-
out there.
on both
Yeah,
fronts.
I think this is really good if you're a Microsoft fan, if you're just a gamer fan. All this talk about the cloud, stream everywhere, streaming services, it can get a little intimidating for a person that is. I mean, even PC gamers think about it. Like, it'd just be like taking away the enjoyment of PC gaming if everyone could do it everywhere.
Yeah.
They've doubled down and they're saying, "Hey guys, we're still here, man."
Right.
Microsoft has come out and said, console gamers, we've got Xbox Studios. That's not xCloud Studios. That's not Microsoft. That is the console studios.
All right, so if you're in the chat, and I'm going to ask you this too, Andrew.
Ask me.
What would be your second device? So they say, hey, you can play any Xbox game anywhere. You can have Xbox Live everywhere. What would your next device be? Mine would easily be the Nintendo Switch.
Easily.
Over my phone.
Easily.
Like, I feel like you would at that point buy a Switch. And
Easily.
take because it already is a mobile console. You know what I mean?
It's just the possibilities have me like.
Yeah.
So I mean that's like Charlie and Chalk Factory.
Yeah.
Like that is like.
And let us know, like, would you play on your phone? Would you want it on your computer? Would you still carry your big old console? Will it be a big console? 2
Jake
years
says
from now?
Switch.
Yeah.
Seth says PS4.
Yeah, and that again, right? It doesn't even sound like that should make sense.
Could you just imagine that?
No, I know.
Halo.
I know. But
Xbox Live. Like, what are these possibilities here, people?
and I think because of the leak, it's like Xbox is basically going to make it possible, and then it's up to those
yeah, it always is, man.
to accept it or
Same
deny
thing with
it.
cross-platform. They're like, we'll put it out there,
Right.
but if they don't bite, then
And
we're
that's
off.
And we're in this culture of getting news too early.
Yeah, for sure.
So I hope that's not this.
Oh, for sure. Jake says Nintendo exclusives are just insane. I mean, yeah, if you could play Link and then switch over to something else, Xbox, I mean, isn't that the dream?
I mean, yeah, with that Pro controller for Nintendo, if
That's
you
what
could
I'm
already
saying.
play Halo over there too,
Oh, man.
like
Oh, man.
it's
And then, you know
Yeah.
what? Nintendo goes a little bit more into the, like, esports with
Right.
that.
Yeah.
I mean, they've already got,
Yeah. Oh,
Smash.
yeah.
But
Yeah.
if they got that Pro controller and then Xbox games, then you're done. I mean, like, Nintendo Switch takes over.
yeah. It's
But in the
insane.
best way for Microsoft because their games are getting pressed. Like it's just great. It's a great time to be a gamer, man. It's so
good.
fun.
It's so good, man.
Thank you, Microsoft Studios,
Yeah.
for
So
doubling down on the console.
it'll be exciting. Is there a side quest about the Halo stuff? So there's a Halo.
You guys listening will think this is a joke, but just listen. This is serious.
Okay, what is it called? Can you help me look it
It's
up
like
while I
an
explain
Odyssey,
it?
Last Destination, Final Destination.
It's like Discovery Project. Okay, Halo Discovery. Confirm or not? Help me.
Yeah.
Halo is basically going around the country, 343 Industries and Microsoft, and they are making Halo museums and mini demo areas where it's just Halo.
No, not a museum, amusement park.
But that's what it's all. There's a museum. There's an amusement park.
Halo Outpost Discovery.
Outpost Discovery is what that's called. You can look this up. You can get tickets. It's $60 for a day. It's basically a Halo theme park, and there's a trailer of people riding warthogs.
Like
and
laser tag, like literally you're
then there's
playing
laser tag
real life.
with weapons. I don't understand how they can afford to do that.
And it's not permanent either. This is like
It's this summer,
coming.
right after E3. It's going to Philly, going to California.
and then nothing.
It's insane. It's very bizarre. But Xbox is just like full sending it. Like,
Oh man, they're just like
it's insane. I'm excited.
Halo's
for it.
coming to real
I'm
life.
Very excited.
Isn't that crazy? Like that's to me sounds like a joke still.
That's a dream, bro.
I mean,
That's a freaking dream.
freaking
They
dream.
said exclusive Halo content purchasable at these events.
Woo!
Like what? What
There's
are
gonna,
they
be,
gonna
there's
do?
gonna be esports
gonna be like
competitions
t-shirts
there.
that you
There's
can
gonna
only
be
get there.
gear. There's
Yeah,
gonna be.
It's gonna be cool.
I
So-
mean, what do you think they tease like Infinite or something there?
No.
No?
I do not.
That's
think so.
out of the conversation?
Yeah, I do. I do think that's out of the conversation. I think they're gonna E3 full send Infinite in some way.
Yeah.
Not full send the game, but
Right.
whatever they reveal about the game will be full send.
Yeah.
Anyway, a lot of Microsoft stuff. It's good.
Halo in real life, guys. Would you guys go?
Halo IRL. I heard that's the next.
It's $60 a day. That's a pass. If you just want admission for the day.
If anybody wants to go to Philly with me, July 21st, hit me up on Twitter at CPZ23.
That's just wild. If we were in Philadelphia, man, that'd be just like Halo's coming around the block.
Yeah, that's wild.
Yeah, that's crazy.
That's wild.
That's a cool story.
Andrew, let's move on. Story mission number 2.
That was all one story mission.
It was one.
This
great podcast story. Might go long, Seth. You might get your wish.
You keep saying that, and then we don't.
My throat's getting dry because I'm so excited about all this.
I know. It was a really good first story mission.
Number 2, Anthem demo. Round 2. So you can really not speak to this.
I can.
You were traveling?
Yeah, I was.
Okay. Did you get a vibe from the community, the gaming community as a whole?
I did. Well,
what were your perceptions of this demo?
Roro has thoughts about the Halo thing. He said laser tag and Warthogs alone makes it worth.
That's what I'm saying, the laser tag.
Seth says, us Jersey boys are pretty close. They said they would go, so like people are interested.
Literally, I'm so easily convinced. Like, listen, okay, there's a kind of funny hangout that we're going to in New York. April. We're trying to go to E3. Like, we're about to be traveling.
We're trying to. Okay. We're trying to convince us to travel. Okay, but Anthem.
Yes.
It's awesome that the whole community is able to play it. I think that's awesome. It's great. I don't like seeing the private betas and stuff like.
Yeah, sure.
Put it out to the public. So I think it's really cool. I think the mass populations, or at least what I've received, it is a fun game.
Yeah. Yeah.
And when I wanted to specifically mention, because a little bit of what we're talking about with Division, scared for Division to take over.
Yes.
I don't think you'll ever have that extent of fun, or people even just saying that much of a fun in a game like Division. Now, as far as content goes, as far as how long it lasts, all that is a different conversation. I'm talking sheer fun. Anthem, I can tell I played it the weekend before. From what I get from the public playing it, it's like the most fun thing ever. Like, it is just the peak of fun.
Yeah. It is so fun. It will not be as the hardcore fan base will play their Division. I'm not worried about it.
Right, exactly.
I think that player base will be quieter because Anthem is huge. I mean, kids come across a Division trailer and their mom says, "Don't even watch that." But people are watching Anthem trailers like, "Oh man, Iron Man." You know what I mean?
Yeah, no, absolutely.
And so the demo played so smoothly. I had no issues personally. Let us know if you had issues in the chat. But I showed it to my little brother. I hopped in. I played the Storm Javelin for the first time. And it was beautiful.
Right? Isn't it so rewarding?
It was like, I mean, that's the Warlock.
Yeah, no, exactly.
You know?
Yeah.
So
it's just like flying and then hover. You just stop.
What's your favorite Javelin in the chat? Hit us up.
And if it's not Storm, like, what are you doing?
It's so good. Wait, what?
I said if your favorite Javelin isn't Storm.
Interceptor. Yeah, Storm and Interceptor. Yeah. If I had to pick. But yeah.
Jake says the Colossus was so fun. Wow.
Really? See, I didn't touch it.
Tell me about it.
I'm sure it is.
What did you love about it? I get nervous around those tanky
I'm not
characters.
good. I'm not smart. I'm not smart like that. I can't strategically.
You just gotta stand there, man.
I intercepted, float around, and then I storm. Like, I'm not. I guess.
Roro says played on Interceptor, so Interceptor's
Colossus. Fun, dude. Interceptor's really fun.
Seth says Anthem is basically just the Iron Man games remastered.
Yeah. Which kind of. I mean, that's really good.
That's a really good news. Yeah.
So I am so excited for it. I think people should really get behind this game, especially because that will make it better.
Oh yeah, absolutely.
We can have a deciding factor in whether these games are good or bad. I'm sorry, but it's just true.
Yeah.
We can full send it and then just experience it together. I don't think it's gonna just launch and just be bad.
Plus, BioWare has been pretty receptive to the community.
So
feedback.
Receptive, and they have had it thrown at them.
Yeah.
People have canceled their pre-orders, and I'm just like, and I get it. They called it a demo.
Yeah.
And it's a beta.
Yeah.
But it was so much fun, and it was a tease. It was a glimpse at what I get to try, and I get to day one it and go along the journey for that, and then just play with people.
Yeah.
So I think it'll be good.
Yeah.
Have you pre-ordered it?
I have not. I'm going to.
Yeah. How'd you get you got a code for the first demo? Is that what happened?
Yes, I did.
You did the plus friend invite or whatever?
Yes, I got it. Yeah, Jake says, I've never preferred tank characters, but it's actually what a tank is supposed to be. Crazy armor so you can just run through enemies while they drop health packs.
Yeah.
Wow.
Yeah.
Dang. Silas says, I missed Apex talk, didn't I? You didn't.
No, you didn't.
We've just had so much
segue,
content.
Silas, thank you so much.
But yeah, I mean, I'm really I think more people are on board now. I think people were nervous. I think the cycle of this game has been pretty up and down.
Yeah.
But I think heading into the game's release, I mean, it is.
I can't wait.
It's looking
I can't wait. It's gonna be so
a classic. Jake says, not as good as PUBG. Oh boy, here we go.
And that's it for podcast X, Y, and Z. Everybody,
just watch our. We had our favorite battle royale whole podcast, didn't we? And we just
trashed
trashed
it,
PUBG.
yeah,
So Jake, why don't you just go?
I'll go back and listen to it. Hey, Jake, I'll find it and text it to you, you heathen. All right, here we go. Andrew, let's move on in the campaign. Story mission number 3.
Yeah.
Apex Legends. Okay?
Apex Legends. If you're listening, if you're watching, Apex Legends is out.
This is the kind of world we live in, Andrew, where EA and Respawn are quote-unquote working on Titanfall 3 and then just not. They drop this game, no advertising at all, no marketing, and it's beautiful. Pushing 3 million players.
They said Titanfall 3 is no more.
Yeah.
Like, Titanfall 3 became this. This is Titanfall 3. Which is, that in itself is absurd to me.
Yeah.
And it's a free game, Battle Royale, day of, Twitch. I hopped on 52,000 people watching the reveal.
What do you think of the game?
That's so fun.
I love it.
It's so fun.
It's so much fun.
Please let us know in the comments. I know it's on everyone's mind.
Yeah.
We'd love to.
Let's talk Apex.
So yeah, comes out of nowhere.
Okay.
I have no idea style. I have no idea anything. I just let's just do it.
Yeah.
Drop in.
Yeah.
I mean, it feels good. First of all, it runs smoothly.
It's perfect.
Lobbies are great.
Yeah.
There's no problems.
Yeah.
No, like, what am I doing?
Right.
Yeah, equipment is a little bit like, what is going on still?
Right.
I like the legends. It's confusing. It takes a little bit. But as far as gameplay, there's not much learning curve.
No.
Once you get a gun, it's like...
And you're still... Okay. We'll talk about one caveat we have with the game.
Yeah.
One problem we see with it.
Oh, yeah.
But this whole you're never dead thing is brilliant. You go to a beacon and you're back in it.
Yeah.
And then you're camping beacons. Like, I had Silas and Nathaniel, and I was like, wait, he's going to the beacon, just wait. And then we just lit him up, and it was like, this is so
when
much
you
fun.
die...
It cost me $0.
Because, you know what? It changes... Okay. Dude, I actually really like it.
I'm canceling my Anthem pre-order. I'm just going to play Apex for here on out.
Seriously, and here's the thing, though, because you know what Battle Royale culture is now?
Mm-hmm.
Battle Royale culture is... thirsting culture.
Yeah,
if your friend goes down, you are dead.
Yeah, that's true.
No one cares about the game anymore. People just want to be annoying.
Right.
Apex has changed that completely in the best of ways.
And the tutorial's fun.
And it's just crazy to me that I can play with my friends, die, and not be completely out of it for the rest of the game.
It's Overwatch Battle Royale.
It is Overwatch Battle Royale.
And it works.
And you know what's funny is like Battlefield doesn't have their Battle Royale game mode out yet.
Yeah, no, I know.
How sad is that?
It's
Apex could do it in 1 second. Apex Legends comes out one day.
And that's the funny part about it is like EA gets money from this game, which just ticks me off.
Oh man, I've missed so many comments. I've been so passionate. I'm gonna run through this.
Yeah, make me feel good about this game.
Silas says incredible, a best of from every big name game from the past 3 years.
Agreed,
the melting pot game. Roller says loving it, super fun. Won 2 matches.
What? Roro.
Always super tense. Best gunfights in the BR. So what happens when you die? Ask. That's a good question.
Yeah.
So you get knocked like any time.
Yep.
Also, if you get knocked and you have an equipment attached, you can put a shield up. So you can shield yourself while you're down. Also, so great.
Time to kill is so long, and then time to be able to be respawned is long as well.
Oh man. So yeah. So if you die, then your friend has to recover your name tag. It's called your banner. It's like you are a banner. You're your banner. It contains your kills, your character, your history, whatever. So you pick up your banner. Then there's points on the map. You can only use it the individual spots once. But then you go to another one. But then you can send in a respawn and then you come in another ship.
Dude, do you not remember when I said the one thing Call of Duty Blackout could have is more like CGI icons on the map where you can know where stuff is happening?
Yeah.
It's exactly what this is.
I mean, it's like
so good.
You're in a fight and then you see this thing come. It's like, oh, he respawned. And then it's like, oh my god.
And you deploy as a squad.
Yeah.
And you're automatically co-piloting in with your one guy. Oh, it's so good.
It's so good. Roro says, I heard they're still working on Titanfall for later this year. It's up in the air. I've heard some things. I've heard.
He is correct, because I think that's very recent news, like a couple hours ago.
Oh, okay. So they've been like, no, we're actually still working
Roro, correct me if I'm wrong, but I think they had said, like, Titanfall 3 content or something weird.
Yeah.
I might try to look it up. But yeah, talk more about...
Best gunfights in a BR is facts. Yeah, best gunfight. I would say for sure best gunfights in a BR. I think... This game is... Okay, also, my one criticism, why is there no solo queue? Someone tell me.
Okay, so we're getting to this now.
Why can't I play by myself?
That is our problem. You're going to release a perfect game, and you're not going to let me play it.
What is that
myself.
Game? What is that about? I mean, I'm sure they add it, but it's super weird.
What happens in the development process where they say, hey, obvious Joe Schmo, no, you're an idiot. Why would we put solos in?
Solo in? I mean, I guess I kind of get
something...
it. It just doesn't
weird.
make sense. It doesn't make sense.
I think it'll eventually be there. I got no
No,
problem.
no, for sure. Yeah. It's because it's so teammate revival center. Yeah, I mean, I agree with that. I just think make the game accessible for me if I can just play by myself. I think I wouldn't mind not responding just to play. I mean, yes, I think that's the whole good thing about playing with friends is that you can respond, you can revive your friends, but saying like you don't have to if you play by yourself, yeah, I'm fine with that.
Yeah.
I'll be fine going in. I think the game does really well. Guns are balanced. I haven't had a gun be like, what the hell was that?
No, yeah.
I get a gun, I'm like, okay, it makes sense. He had a shotgun,
And
I was
the
right next
guns
to him.
are sick, dude. They're so sweet.
It's kind of like Halo, man.
It is.
I
It
think of a
definitely
gun,
is.
I'm like, is this
the
the
shield?
Yeah.
The time to kill is Halo.
It's awesome. It is awesome.
I love it. So-
There's a lot of things going on for it. The map is really good. The team dynamics are awesome. Dude, okay, communication with teammates. How awesome
Dude,
is it you can ping
Dude,
everything?
Nathaniel and I, we had so much fun. And then Silas downloaded too, so we had a full squad of 3.
How fun is
like,
that?
we were like laughing and being like, oh my gosh, like it's hilarious.
The
and
characters
fun.
are like, it'll say the name of the gun.
And that's what I'm saying, Andrew, is you spawn in as a character. You're not
Yeah.
a Call of Duty
yeah.
skeleton mannequin.
Yeah. You are
You
a
have
hero.
you have abilities.
You're a legend.
You have Overwatch. Yeah, I guess.
And
yeah,
it's
yeah.
literally like, oh, enemy over there, enemy spot. You just if you play with randoms, it was like I have a gun over here, I have a
Dude,
shield
and
over
I
here.
was
What?
I was playing as Wraith or something, and then I just hear
that's a good one.
you're being aimed at,
Yeah.
and I was like,
Yes.
what?
Yes.
At first I thought
Yes.
Silas's character
Yes.
spoke to me. I was like, watch your freaking mouth.
I know, it's crazy.
And he was like, what? And I was like, oh, this is my conscience, like telling me, like, yeah.
if
and
you're
so
not familiar,
I had to tell them.
the character Wraith, she has voices in her head will tell you when someone's looking at you or shooting
and that's
you.
the thing is that's the Call of Duty perk that people
Yeah.
just pick up and spam. But now it's unique
person,
to
yeah.
somebody who spawns.
And it's good
in.
too, like running and feeling like, oh, someone's behind me.
It's so fun,
Rora
dude.
says, what's your favorite hero so far? What is your favorite legend? Mine, personally, I think is Wraith the Teleporter.
Yeah, mine's
she's
Wraith.
really fun. I like, I can't remember
What's
the
the
names
robot
of them.
dude? The top right.
Pathfinder. I like Pathfinder.
The zip line. I mean,
He also can hack things
Yeah.
to find the next
Next
circle.
circle.
That's so
Yeah,
cool.
yeah.
Yeah, I really like him. I also like the girl with smoke. I can't remember her name,
No,
but
yeah,
she
it's
has
hard to
smoke
remember the
grenades.
names.
But I really like it. What is your guys' favorite hero?
Bloodhound
Let us know.
is my favorite. Is when my teammate is Bloodhound. Ugh,
Which one is
perfect.
Bloodhound?
It's the top left one with the bird. It's
The
the
tracker?
tracking. Yeah.
Also, there's executions in the game. I haven't figured that out.
I keep dying from him. I don't know how to do it.
It's so cool when I die from it.
Is it
but
just
I'm
a
like,
melee kill?
Yeah.
I don't know.
Someone
I don't know.
Someone let
I
us know.
literally don't know.
Educate it. Well, I mean, it just came out. Like, this
Whatever.
game is...
Yeah. Roro, to respond to your Titanfall 3 stuff, IGN said a few hours ago, just a premium Titanfall experience is coming later this year. Traditional non-free-to-play game that will be a twist on the franchise. No additional details.
No additional. So
I don't feel good about that. So
I feel like Titanfall 3 is done.
dead because wouldn't they just say
They would have.
it's coming?
Especially with a twist on it.
Here's what I would do. If Titanfall 3 became Apex Legends and then I was working on
Right.
some other Titanfall something,
Right.
I would call it a premium Titanfall
Yeah, for sure.
experience, you know? So,
Imagine
I-
a game mode of that with the Titans in it.
yeah.
That'd be pretty cool, man.
Yeah, it'll be interesting to see, but again, it's EA
Yeah.
saying, "We're doing this, we're doing
Yeah.
this, we're doing this," so their stocks stay up, but
Yeah.
the developers are probably like, "Idiot.
Yeah.
Give us some room." So, I don't know. But we will definitely see, but make no mistake, this put a dent in that development. Like this was
Yeah,
it.
oh, for sure.
This
Yeah.
was
Tommy says you
completely-
walk up and press X. That's it. We just need to walk up and press X to execute.
What's X normally?
Oh,
reload.
Reload. You just
Oh.
reload on
Does it-
someone.
oh, okay. Well, there you go.
Sal says COD physics, Destiny weapons, Fortnite map, Overwatch characters, Rocket League easy menu customization, Blackout healing. They nailed it for free.
I'm about to just give him money.
There you go. I mean,
I'm gonna hand you cash the next time I see you.
They need to just be in
That
charge.
was a money statement, Silas.
They just need to be in charge of. You just need to be in charge of their marketing because what the heck.
Yeah, they
Um,
definitely do.
I mean, it's insane. Also, the movement, run up walls and stuff.
Yeah.
How great is that?
Yeah.
I didn't know that. I was playing for like 3 matches, and then I was playing with Tommy. I was like, "How'd you get up there?" I can't get up there, and he's
Yeah.
like, "Just run up the wall, you idiot."
Yeah.
It's so nice.
It's so fun.
No fall damage. You don't have to worry.
Oh, I know.
You don't have to.
I know.
mean, what are you worried about? in
The
that game?
absolute best. The absolute. You know what I'm worried about, Andrew? Having too much fun.
No, seriously.
Oh
That's
my gosh.
actually straight up.
I love it.
There's nothing stopping you from having fun in that game.
Yeah. That's so dope.
No overbalance guns, no stupid thing. I mean, it's
so dope.
and they've put out a roadmap to what to expect for the game to come. Like you said, like Rocket League, they've said, here's what you can expect. 2 weeks down the road, 3 weeks down the road, we're gonna have new guns, new heroes. I mean, it's just gonna be.
Yeah. Ugh, it's so good, man. I just feel so good about everything right now.
I feel good.
Like that. I don't know if you guys were watching that really boring Super Bowl. Believe it or not, I'm co-hosting a podcast with a Patriots fan, so pray for me.
Hey, I didn't say anything this whole episode.
I'm gonna cut all this out anyway. So.
I haven't said anything, guys.
No, I'm just kidding. I'm not gonna cut it out.
6 Super Bowl
Whatever.
rings.
Whatever. It's not even enough fingers on one hand, you idiot. But anyway, there was a Microsoft commercial, Andrew, that was so good. Ugh,
I mean,
it makes me feel, and it's Microsoft, man. They're killing it.
Dude, I'm a sucker for commercials. I almost teared up.
It's almost like Sony said, we're done with press conferences for a year, and then Microsoft said,
for those of you who haven't seen it or heard it, what would you like to give a little synopsis of the commercial?
Yeah, so it's a super heartfelt Microsoft ad that you don't necessarily know what it's for, but it's for the Xbox specifically, and the controllers and gamepads for players with disabilities.
The adaptive controller.
The adaptive controller is what it's dubbed. And the commercial is so great. It shows games and shows video games, and it's really, really good. It was Microsoft
really
focused more so than an Xbox commercial, but it showed all things Xbox, and it was a feel good.
I mean, they just really doubled down on good technology.
And what was their little catch, like if everybody plays, we all win, or something?
Yeah.
I really like what they're doing, and it's blending into their entire marketing campaign.
Oh yeah, it was great.
So
it was a really good way to preview. Yeah, it's just
But
go
Andrew, we
Microsoft.
got Anthem coming out in a couple weeks. Apex is already out. We watched some gameplay of Crackdown 3.
Yeah. Kind of like sketch, man.
It's clunky. It looks
unfun.
Weird. It does not look fun.
I mean, if you've played a Crackdown game before,
this is a side quest, but Crackdown, it's not even that good. I don't think.
I don't know what happened with it, but I mean, I have Game Pass, so it'll be free, I guess.
Yeah, no, that's true. We can try it. You know.
Yeah, Roro was talking about the commercial when the dad says he's not different when he plays.
He's not different when he plays.
Balling,
oh gosh, I was like, whoo, that's it right there.
Microsoft, come on, man. Yeah. But who knows about Crackdown? I had a question to ask before we wrap up our Apex Legends conversation.
Yeah, go.
I wanted to go through a scenario because it is super hype, and we tend to get really hype or really not hype right away for things.
Yeah.
It's just our personalities.
Sure.
What is a doomsday scenario for this game to not succeed long term, and what do you think is the way this game succeeds long term?
Andrew, put me on the spot.
Yeah, I mean, I can go. I think the way the game doesn't succeed, I think the doomsday scenario is if they make it pay to win, which they've made no indication of. But if they come out with a hero that's super over powerful, if they come out with guns that you need to buy, if things become if you hit a wall in this game, I can see it becoming very not much fun, because the way that Fortnite succeeds is there's no walls to succeed. Everyone gets everything, skins are fine, but there's no wall. And I think some games have that, like Rainbow Six. I understand that game is really balanced. There's a lot of free players to play, but Rainbow Six Siege, it takes a while to unlock characters. Sometimes there's a wall when you hit to unlock new heroes. I think that's the way it fails for me.
Yeah, I can agree with that. I would say, and again, I think it's just going to fall to the wayside a little bit if they don't do anything to it for too long.
Yeah.
I want them to be on Twitter, updating content, and even if it's arbitrary crap that I don't care about, I want to see news about the game to keep me going back to it. Because if it's really good now, people are going to be distracted one way or another with Anthem, with Division, with all that stuff. But again, I think they hit a really cool window because Anthem has no PvP.
Right.
And the Division is not even close to a battle royale.
Oh man, and it's a free game, let's play.
And it's free. And so I think they timed it so perfectly with Fortnite fatigue. But what they need to do is, I think what you said, nail down a rhythmic post-release content thing that doesn't, come back to bite me.
No, for sure. Let us know in the comments. Do you think this game lasts for a long time? What is something you would love to see in the game in like a year?
And that's.
I would say another
that's
map.
A really good
I would say another map, and I'd honestly say a team deathmatch mode, because the combat is so rewarding.
I would love a smaller map.
Yeah.
You know how PUBG has I don't know if it's an 8x8 versus.
Yeah, it's something small.
A smaller map would be good. A different game mode. One thing about Apex is you open up the game and push play.
Yeah.
It's beautiful.
Right. Exactly.
But that's limited.
Yeah, no, for sure.
It couldn't get more limited than that. And so I would like to see different playlists. I want to be able to play it by myself.
Yeah.
And I would love to see more heroes. I mean, the coolest part about Overwatch is you're scrolling through 30 different heroes.
Yeah.
And I think they have plans.
Yeah.
I
and how cool is it when you select your legend? It's that timer, and then you pick one, and you're like,
and that's the one thing is, I think, Andrew, to kind of go back on our old point of like, why no solos?
Yeah.
They definitely designed it menu last.
Right.
Gameplay options last.
Right.
So once the gameplay design was, you're gonna fly in.
Right.
One of you gets to decide where you're flying.
Yeah.
and then one of you, the best one of you, gets to carry your beacons. They don't want you to play alone. But again, you gotta have it.
You gotta have
it's
it.
America.
Yeah. Seth says, I can definitely agree with Rainbow Six statement. I think that's why Overwatch was so successful. Everyone is unlocked and you just get to play with who you want. It's genuinely fun. Yes.
Yeah.
And that's how Apex Legends will succeed. Is if you can play everyone and it's genuinely fun.
Yeah.
In and out. That
sure.
is going to be the success of that game.
So far, replayability is there.
Oh, it's there.
And so I think it'll stay there. I don't see myself getting fatigued. Every match feels so different.
Yeah.
Oh my gosh, it's super
Jake
cool.
says, so I looked it up and apparently the bullets are projectile for snipers and hit scan with other guns. Lame. I don't know what his comment is.
So I think he's saying there's no bullet drop on a sniper. It's dead accurate. And then the other guns, it's like a hitbox.
Oh.
But I don't know. He might just be complaining.
He says, I want it crisp. Yeah, I don't know. Because he's about the PUBG realism.
Yeah, but you're a hypocrite because you play PUBG. Like, I don't understand. I mean, maybe the guns need balancing, but at least it's happening to everybody kind of thing, and it's just chaos. I will be honest. It's chaos.
It's chaos.
If you run up on a squad,
yeah.
I'm still trying to remember what buttons to push.
Oh, yeah. Especially with the ultimates, like, everyone's like, what is that?
Dude, the average time it takes me to call out for a medic, it's like 2 minutes. I always forget.
You have the, like, circle wheel of heals. I'm like, what do I click?
Yeah,
it's
a lot. But, oh, man, it's fun to figure out.
Yeah,
That's just so cool to jump in and be like, whoa, what does this do?
Yeah, and they said cross-platform is hopefully coming very soon.
Yeah, and well, please, just start launching with that. We're getting to that window now where games are launching out of nowhere.
Yeah.
But we'll get cross-platform to you.
Yeah.
I want to get to that point. Andrew, let's move on to our fourth and final story mission in the campaign.
Let's do
it. If
it.
you have any other side quests or want to hear from us, throw it out there. But the Division 2 embargo is up, which basically means people can start talking about it and reviewing it and doing all this stuff, even though it's a month out, which is pretty wild.
That is wild.
This is an article from GameSpot. Alessandro Filari, I'm going to read the quote.
Do it.
Capiche?
Yep.
During the end game of the Division 2, you'll unlock new specializations that further enhance your character, which also open up power weapons like the grenade launcher, heavy sniper rifle, and the crossbow. In order to find better loot and gear, you'll have to tackle missions that are several notches more challenging than the campaign. But, as it is typically the case for endgame content, you'll also be repeating some older missions. The Division 2 does, however, spice things up by introducing a new tier called Invaded Missions. During the endgame, all previous missions from the campaign will have a new difficulty that replaces the existing enemies with a new enemy type called the Black Tusk. To cut down on repetition, the Invaded Missions will also randomize each encounter with Black Tusks in the level, leading to different fights with enemy squads on each playthrough.
So can I give you my reaction?
Sure.
And if you're in the comments, if you're listening to this, let us know after. If you're in the comments, let us know now. What do you think about Division 2? Are you hype? Not hype. My thing for that quote sums it up for me, Caleb, and here's why.
Yeah.
This game is successful 70 plus hours in. You
Yeah.
won't sell me on that.
No.
You'll sell me on a game that's 5 to 20 hours successful. That, to me, I can't use a grenade launcher or a crossbow until I'm 60 plus hours in.
Yeah, and you nailed it. I'm not getting to the end game, even if I
and
bought it.
that's
But here's
my
the thing, and here's what I want our viewers to understand. We have a philosophical difference. That's not our game. We don't like it.
Yeah.
We don't like it.
Yeah.
So obviously we're just going to continue to hate on it. You know what I mean? If you like it, you might want to take what we're saying with a grain of salt. But the point is, Andrew, the end game of the first one apparently was non-existent.
Yeah.
I didn't get that far.
Yeah.
But it's like you're done.
Yeah.
Then you're actually done as if it was a single player campaign.
Right.
Which there was a campaign, but it was advertised as this destiny in New York, and it just wasn't. So for them to say this, it's just meh. Like, that is meh to me. You can redo missions, and then instead of an average height enemy wearing black, it's going to be a really tall enemy wearing obsidian black. Like, I'm sorry. I don't that doesn't.
It's just too big of a time commitment. I think it's just you have to sell the game to new people.
There is gameplay up. It does not look that fun. It looks still clunky and tactical and
here's the thing though. I think if you loved the Division, which there is a
I know people
big,
love it. People are gonna.
And
it's
if
gonna
you
review
love
well.
Division, this is gonna be your dream come true.
Yeah.
My problem is how do you get someone like us to play because we like to be proven wrong. At the end of the day, we bought Battlefield 5 and had fun.
Yeah.
We don't play it a ton.
Right.
But I'm not looking for 100 hours in Battlefield 5.
No, I'm looking to own it and have it.
I was looking to play 5 hours with you, played a couple games, and I had fun.
Yeah.
how are you going to sell Division 2 to us when the majority of the content is 70? I don't know what the number is, but you can imagine the end game of this is going to be a long time. I don't know how you sell it to someone like us. Yeah. I don't know how you, and maybe they're not interested in that. Maybe they're just saying our player base will continue. But to me, a game like Destiny, a game like Anthem, the way it brings communities together is they bring the diehard fans in with the end game stuff, but they also bring in people that are saying, okay, I don't know about this series. I'm not really attached. How do I have fun for an 8-hour Call of Duty campaign?
Right.
Division doesn't seem that way. It seems like you get there and you're like, oh, shoot, I have so much grinding to do.
That's what it is there's going to be a grind to it. And people love it. People, that's fine.
Yeah.
To each his own.
Right. Yeah, Rhoda says it just sounds like more Division, which there you go. That's
literally it.
That's just more
Division. The way they're marketing it is, no, it's not more Division. It's newer. It's like, it's
just
updated.
It's just more Division.
It's updated Division. I am predicting it will review slightly better than the first one.
Oh, I think it will.
It will sell slightly better than the first one. And I think ultimately not really make waves or be a game of the year type conversation.
Right. Rose says it's definitely hard to balance hardcore and casual players, though.
And that's definitely very true.
It's very true because you have a bunch of people really upset when you don't flex the end game stuff, and then you have people like us who are upset when they do that. So you're absolutely right. And I think that's definitely
And they
true.
know that. Like, they're not hurting by any stretch.
Absolutely.
People that have gone to do the demos and the behind closed door stuff, they love it.
Right.
It's not like they're coming away convincing me of my own opinion or thought. It's just anybody that says they're excited, I say, I'm actually not. Like, then there's really no convincing me at this point. And so,
I hope it comes out to Redbox because I do want to play it. I just don't want to pay $60 for it.
There are different areas. We talked about that.
Yeah.
You can. So I don't know if y'all know this, but your main hub is inside the White House.
Pretty cool.
Which is cool.
That's very cool.
I don't know if you unlock that spot / I don't know if there's a shooting sequence in there at all. That's a touchy subject. You know that? You remember that Call of Duty controversy growing up?
Modern Warfare 2. You go into an airport
and shoot a lot of things. Yeah. Anyway, the White House is a part of it. DC is a part of it, and that's the biggest thing it would have been going for me. Is like, hey, I recognize this.
Oh, for sure.
But I watched the whole thing, the half-hour of gameplay, and I was like, I would have had fun. None of those moments. It's just you peer around a box, you find an enemy that's a bad bot. It's just bots. It's just PvE. Slowly wave moving. I don't know. Maybe the Dark Zone or whatever it's going to be called will be fun.
Yeah.
The multiplayer will have an unbalanced and a balanced.
Yeah, that's appealing. That's interesting.
It'll have its niche for sure. But I don't know.
Skeptical for sure. Skeptical to say the least.
Maybe it'll come to Game Pass. No, I'm just kidding. Definitely won't.
Oh, man, if it did, that would just change my mind around. And that's what's changing my mind about Crackdown is because, like, I'll probably hate it, but I'll be like, I don't care.
We'll definitely try it. But, yeah, check it. There's gameplay of all this stuff out now. Like, we can all play Apex and Anthem, which is sweet. Crackdown has gameplay. Division has gameplay. Have you been playing Kingdom Hearts, Andrew?
Yes, I have. Well, okay, so actually that brings me to my side quest. I finished Assassin's Creed. I finally beat the game.
Okay.
I finished, guys. I'm still working on a number review. I think I'm going to write a review about it because I do really love it. And so I told myself that I was going to stop playing Assassin's Creed to play out Kingdom Hearts. I loved it. And then I decided to play a little bit of Assassin's Creed and ended up just playing until I beat it. And this is one of the few games I'm actually... You know how when you beat a game and it's open world and it's like, don't worry, the game's not over. You can do all this stuff. And you're like, no.
You were like, yes, please.
Yeah.
I'm glad to hear that.
This is so weird for me because I'm never in this position.
I'm the reason you bought that game, dude.
Oh,
you were like old school Assassin's Creed. You didn't know any of this.
I can't stop playing this game, man. Yeah. I need to finish it out and then go to Kingdom Hearts. I love Kingdom Hearts. It's gonna take me a while to get through it, so you have to be patient with me in the chat because I'm just still working on Odyssey, man. And the story isn't great. I'll give you that. There's like moments. It's too up and down. It has problems, but the world is just so built out.
Yeah.
I love the time setting. I love the combat. I love the systems. and I'm playing it even though I beat the story and I don't even know what's happening to me that I'm actually doing that. But I am.
So have you been playing that more than Kingdom Hearts?
Oh, yeah. I've literally, I've stopped playing Kingdom Hearts just so I can 100% Assassin's Creed.
Funny.
And then I will go back to Kingdom Hearts. So if you are playing Kingdom Hearts, please keep me updated, non-spoilers. I do want to hear about it. I think you could even probably do it spoilers because the story is so convoluted. So if you are playing, please let me know. I will be playing it eventually, I promise, because I do really like it. It's just Assassin's Creed, man.
It's
okay.
good.
One last thing.
Okay, yeah, go ahead.
This might either be the peak or the rock bottom for me.
Okay.
I loved it so much. I looked online and I was like, how much is Origins, which is the one before it, and I already bought it.
Really? Did you really?
This is the second time actually, that I played a game further on and said I'm gonna go backwards. Do you know
That's cool,
the only
dude.
other time I've done that?
What?
Witcher 3. I went right from Witcher 3 and I bought Witcher 2. Never actually beat it out, but I was just so obsessed with Witcher 3 that I bought Witcher 1 and 2, and this is
You're gonna like Origins.
This is the only other time I'm ever doing this. This is like
You're gonna like Origins a lot.
Oh man, this is bad, man. I'm like
Yeah.
You put me back on Assassin's Creed.
I'm glad I did it to you, man.
I'm freaking out.
I love it. This is all I want to do. It's an infectious disease, man.
Seriously.
I'm just here to spread it.
I've been so absent from the world, and it's just like
that's awesome.
So I will wait for Kingdom Hearts to play Origins for sure. Don't worry about that. But I will be playing Origins.
So by next week, Andrew Matthew will have his 2017 Game of the Year. So that'll be great.
Seriously, man, it's like crazy to me. I'm like, why am I playing this game still? I beat the game, but yeah, I know, I love it.
That's so.
But
funny.
yeah, man. What have you been playing this past week? Since before Apex came out.
Yeah, I'm trying to think of what happened between the Anthem demo and Apex.
Oh, right, Anthem. Yeah,
because that's not a lot of time, right?
No, for sure. That's
straight up.
Playing, yeah.
Just the Anthem demo because I wanted to get. I beat it all again. Whatever. With this, I never tried Colossus at all.
Yeah.
But I tried the Storm.
Yeah. So is Storm your favorite? Like, are you gonna play that?
It's my favorite to play.
Yeah.
I like the Interceptor's Ultimate, which I don't even know if that's what it's called, but default play, yes, the Storm. You get to float the most and just call the elements. It's easy to combo.
Yeah.
And helpful to instruct others when to combo with you.
Yeah.
Whereas the Interceptor's so much fun to fly around with, but then you just get caught and you're just like, shoot.
Because you have to be pretty fast. You have to be pretty skilled.
They said it's the most skilled javelin because you basically got to get in, get out, get in, get out.
So you're gonna main Storm, like you're gonna get in the game.
Well, I don't know.
You don't know.
We don't know what the game is like, right? Like it could be.
Very true.
Is it gonna let you choose your first javelin? Do we know that? I don't. And I'm asking. Like, I literally don't know.
I feel like it's gonna be. Yeah, I don't know.
Because they might do Ranger since the demo started with a Ranger.
It probably will, and then once you get, I think it might be the same progression. Like,
and it'll be interesting to see how less effective I am in combat.
Right.
Since I'm level 0. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
So we start at level 10.
Yeah.
And then we're unlocking stuff.
Yeah.
So what is my first weapon? Am I gonna get level 1 weapons or am I gonna jump? You know, like what is the progression gonna be? That's the one big thing. We know you play a couple missions, you go up 5 levels.
Yeah.
That means there's 30 levels in the game.
Yeah.
That means there's not a lot of missions.
Yeah.
Or the pacing is gonna be different. Again, that build was a month old.
Right.
So a lot remains to be seen, and that's why when people freak out about the demo, I'm like, this is an old game.
Yeah.
Permanently, I mean not permanently, but temporarily broken for a reason.
Yeah.
So we can all figure this out together.
Yeah.
You are stepping into the inner circle of development.
Yeah.
Be honored. Don't be upset. But
be honored.
The final game, I already know the gameplay is fun, so it's immediately worth it to me. We've always said that.
Right.
Is it a fun game to play?
Yeah.
It doesn't have to be a Red Dead story that, you know, when you close your eyes, Dutch is on the back of your eyelids saying like, we just need one more tent, Arthur. But it can be a fun game.
Yeah.
Be like, dang, Anthem flying around is fun.
Yeah.
I waited in the loading screen for 30 minutes.
Because we could argue that Red Dead wasn't fun in some points. Like,
dude, I was talking to Tim, one of our listeners, and he texted me. Let me see if I can find his quote really quick. Because what he's behind in Red Dead. Okay.
Yeah.
And he texted me, hey, I'm at the point where I constantly have to remind myself that I actually want to beat Red Dead Redemption. Frowny face. And I said, I remember that phase.
Woo!
It's so worth it, buddy.
Oh, yeah. You know, the weird thing is we had to keep each other accountable. We had to be like, yo, you putting your work in? Yo, you putting your reps in? Because it was...
what do you mean you're on chapter 4?
Yeah.
Get over here.
Get over here. We have a new member in the chat, Zio.
Zio, what up,
What's
dude?
up, man?
How you doing,
Welcome
brother?
to the chat. We're just talking. We are all over the place right now.
Yeah, we are all over the place.
We're talking about Red Dead.
Talking about what we've been playing lately. I don't know if you can see the older chat, but you can find what we've been talking about. We're towards the end of the podcast. We're actually slightly over what we normally do.
See, Seth? I told you to go long.
Patience is a virtue, dude. You earned it. That's so great. Andrew, what kind of outro do you have for us?
Man, it's a good time to be a gamer. I'll just say that.
Good time to be a gamer.
It's a good time to be a gamer, and I'm excited.
Yeah, no.
What about you? What's your closing remarks? Get on Apex Legends with us.
Get on Apex Legends. Friend me on Xbox or PlayStation 4, CPZ23, the word C. Also find me on Twitter at that. You can follow us on Twitter at MInteractive XYZ. And please, please, please check out Patreon.com. Can you type that in the thing? Patreon.com/Media Interactive. All of our stuff goes up there, and you have an opportunity for $1 or $3 a month to become co-creators right alongside us and help us decide how we want to structure our podcasts, how we want to talk about remastered, and even do exclusive stuff with you, including getting you on the show. And you are also eligible for t-shirt giveaways, like our man Sam, which we have done this month, and we'll also be, well, we did for the month of January. We have more to come for February, I'm sure. But I love y'all so much.
Yeah, you guys make
Shout out to those live on YouTube. Don't forget to check out the HD audio of this will go up Tuesday night on February 5th. Man, it's a good time.
It's a good time to be a gamer.
A couple weeks from now, I'll be full on in Anthem.
Oh, and last thing we've said is it's a good time to be a gamer, but it's also kind of quiet for the systems, the consoles. Something's a brewing.
Something's a brewing.
I'll just leave on a mystery, on a suspense note.
Something
is a brewing.
Much love.
Peace.
And keep on gaming.